Hello, Retroburn here, aka Ildamus, creator of invocore.blogspot.com, a site where you can read about PC gaming news and reviews of both freeware and retail games alike. And there's Karma rework patch coming in. It's patch 3.5 if memory serves. So I've decided to make a series of Let's Play Karma. Excuse me. So, in the coming rework, they're going to take away her Q. That's her Heavenly Wave. It's a area of effect spell that has a heal feature in it if you activate her mantra. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the mantra mechanic, it allows Karma to empower her abilities with extra effects whenever she activates the SS. So right off the bat you can see that I already have a skill point in mantra. That's the way this mechanic works. So I'm paired up with a Shan, Kale, Vayne, and a Xin Zhao. Sorry for my voice, it's 6 a.m. here and I haven't really yet awakened. So here we're going to gank the enemy jungler who has gone on ahead of his party, which is very unwise. Kale there opening up with the Righteous Fury. I shielded the Shen. And we got first blood. So here the Vayne and I go to bot, but the team has other things in mind, namely ganking another one of them. And here comes Caitlyn. Kale there with a flash and a swing from a Righteous Fury. Nets us the second kill for the game. So the score stands 2-0. Here we didn't get the Evelyn, but we did force the player to use his flash, her whatever flash spell. I don't know about this one. We should have given the blue buff to Kale because she's going to take mid. But what the hell, the Xin Zhao is going to turn out awesome. This will end in a victory, by the way. So this is a 26-4 mastery Karma. I've taken up 4 points in cooldown, while the rest I've put into the utility tree, taking up cooldown, masteries, and the gold ones, where it'll net you 3 gold if you attack a champion. Drinking coffee here, guys. Xin there going for gank, and do they succeed? Yes, they do. So that's me right there, activating mantra and then queuing my lane mate. So an empowered Heavenly Wave deals damage and heals allies, champions and minions alike. So it's pretty useful if your teammates know what they're doing, what they're supposed to do, which in this game they did. But the problem with Heavenly Wave is that if you get paired with a team that, you know, do not know the basics of the game, or goes gallivanting off by their lonesome, Karma is pretty much a useless champion compared, relatively speaking, compared to the other champs. So hence the rework. Here I've warned Vayne that the top is missing an enemy champion. So I was expecting Evelyn to come out here. I didn't mention it earlier, but if you guys have noticed, I timed it so that the creeps I've gone up before I put in my vision ward, because I was hoping that the action would be isolated right here, and the Jax and the Mundo won't see me drop in the ward, which will of course grant us vision if the enemy Evelyn comes lurking about, trying to, if she tries to gank us. So nothing interesting until the 6-minute mark. I just ensure that the Vayne is healed always, shielding her from harm and spirit bonding her if these two make a move for a skirmish, if they commit to a skirmish. So I'm going to speed this up. And there goes the Evelyn. I warned Vayne here that the assassin is on this lane. I don't think she noticed, so that's me right there, soul shielding her. And there goes the heal, but I didn't activate mantra. Really very bad move. I don't know why our guys focused on Jax and Mundo first. They should have taken down the squishy. But this ended well. It's going to end in a 3-4-2. And the Vayne goes down due to minion fire. But if they took down Evelyn first, they could have avoided that. So that's me right there. Lamenting the fact that we didn't focus on Eve first. That was also a unwise move by the Jax player, focusing me, knowing that I only had that mana and hit points regenerating items. I didn't have any damage items with me, so I didn't know what he was trying to accomplish with that. He should have focused the Vayne first, taken down our damage dealer for that skirmish. Because the Shen and I don't dish out substantial amount of damage in the early phases of the game. The Shen only has boots of speed equipped, so the Kayle isn't too shabby. She's packing, I think she's going for Ginsu's, judging by the way she has bought a blasting wand. I'm not a believer of a hybrid Kayle. I play my Kayle as attack speed ADR. You can see my zero death rank videos here and here. So that's me spirit bonding the Vayne, healing her, ensuring that these two don't get a kill. So if you've noticed, guys, I'm not making a move towards getting CS. So that's the reason for the ward right there. Excuse me. So there goes the soul shield. And that's me tanking for the Vayne. So if you're an experienced rank player, this is a no-brainer, this ward right here. But if you're new to the rank game scene, you'll often see support drop wards, because if you know enemy champs like Mundo or Caitlyn, or any champion with not just only skill shot but ones with bound skills like Jax or Rengar. This is going to help you this helps you. Whoa, mental block. What's wrong with me? Work, brain, work. Anyway, there's the Xin Zhao there going for the Mundo. Too bad we didn't get the Jax. Mundo is just too durable. Vayne there with an ult and a barrier and a soul shield. So there's no in hell she could have died in that skirmish. What with all the protective spells protecting her. So I'm going for a Kagi's lucky pick that's going to ensure that I have constant supply of gold. Even though I don't get minion kills. I'm not going as a support. You shouldn't go for minion kills. Ensure that your ADR is well fed and protected. So as a support, you should ensure that your teammates will outlast the enemy team. So after these 2 gold items, I'm going to get a boots of speed, and that's me right there. Spirit bonding Xin Zhao, so you can have a speed buff with which to chase down the gates, and that nets him the kill. So yeah, I was right. Kayle was going for a Ginsu's Rage Blade. That's pickaxe and a blasting wand. The components for that item. I usually don't get Sightstone because I feel that I could be wrong, and I know a lot of you would disagree, but I usually rush Locket of the Iron Solari after my gold and my movement speed items. Also, the Locket of Iron Solari has a Kindle Gem, and that synergizes well with the mantra mechanic. Karma really needs the cooldown, because if you cast her spells without activating your ult, they're very anemic relative to other champions' skills. Couldn't save the Kayle there, she was just too far away. I was frantically pressing E to shield her, but no dice. I also warned her several times that she didn't get the pings. I don't know why. Of course, with no carries in sight, I ensured that I got the last hits. Warned the team right there that no enemies were in sight. So with her old Inner Flame passive, getting health items for Karma is critical. It increases her AP as her life goes down. That's me right there. Spirit bonding Caitlyn, so we could chase her down. And did we? There, that's a mantra infused soul shield right there on the Shen, damaging the other enemy teams. So I'm going to slow this down. So I'm getting focused again. I don't know what was up with that. It's really very bad move. I don't have damage except for this plus 25 AP lucky pick, so that slain an enemy right there. It's pretty bad for a support. I usually aim for 0 kill record each match. The Kale right there, free hitting everything in sight. Yeah, you got the kill, but you got the wrong guy, dude. So the ADR was in reach, but they ignored her. That was the mistake of that skirmish. They paid dearly for that one. Minimal losses on our side. Excuse me. The thing with an enemy team having an assassin is kind of annoying in terms of finances, because I was forced to buy vision wards every time I went back to base. But I kind of forgot to lay down this one earlier. So I usually place vision wards on areas where I think would, you know, hold protracted skirmishes, like this dragon here. So I put down that vision ward right there to warn us if Evelyn comes hunting. So I've always placed a premium on movement when playing as Karma. I need to get wherever the party is fast. I've also gotten that plus 3% movement speed if memory serves, mastery. So I'm packing gold quintessences, AP marks, armor seals, and mana regen glyphs. I picked AP marks because of the soul shield. That would the extra AP would strengthen my soul shield whenever it's cast. Also because of the heal. So I'm not quite concerned about magic penetration because I'm a support champion. Slowing this down right here. So that's me shielding and spirit bonding the vein. And going back to protect the Kale, but the Garen drives me off. And Mantra is cooling down, so there's nothing I could do except attack with normal auto attacks. And I've got my Heavenly Wave, but Mantra is still cooling down. So have I shielded the Scale? She healed herself, but I think I go down to the Garen right here. There you go. So as I've said, cooldown is very important for Karma. You really can't do Jazz if you know your Mantra is cooling down. So Riot has addressed this, will address this in the upcoming patch. The inner flame effects will be replaced. Instead of Karma gaining up to 90 AP whenever her health goes down, they replaced it with a cooldown feature that increases the cooldown rate of your ult whenever you auto attack and skill shot champs. By the way, Heavenly Wave is going to get replaced by another Q. It's going to be a AP nuke thing. It's going to be a skill shot that will damage everything in a circle. That's me right there, shielding the Shen. And there's a mistake right there. I didn't spirit bond the enemy champ. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe I forgot. I laid down the vision ward just in case she Kale there with her reckoning, slowing down the Evelyn. Well, the Xin Zhao tries to intercept. There goes the spirit bond. Kind of too late. Kale gets the kill. Speeding it up. So tough luck. The Evelyn going here with their 2 vision wards. No way she could have stealth her ass out of that. So the Xin is very much owning at this point. It's got 704. The Kale has got 729. Vayne still has 83 CS. That's good. Kinda not pro, but good. I'm not pro either, guys. Just showing you how I play my Karma. So I ignored the team's push, instead went here to defend the top tower, but no dice. The Jax destroyed before I could defend the tower. So here I tried to flank the enemy's ADC. That's me right there. Spirit bonding and soul shielding the Xin Zhao. So a mantra infused soul shield will damage enemies in an area around it. Not just it won't just provide a force field. So here this was a der moment. I blue pilled back to base without any regard for my teammates, resulting in them getting the Vayne.
Double kill.
So I've bought my first hard support item. It's a Locket of Iron Solari. Grants you 300 health, 35 armor, 10% cooldown, 10 health regen per 5 seconds. So its active is it grants a shield to nearby allies for 5 seconds that absorbs up to 50 plus 110 damage. It has got a 60 cooldown. 60-second cooldown rate. I've also taken up the Artificer Mastery. I put 2 points in it. So if memory serves, it reduces cooldown of all activatable items by 15%. I'm not too sure about that. So here I'm late for the party. That was a mantra infused healing wave, and there goes the surrender. Okay, this has been Retroburn, aka Odamus, creator of Imbacore.blogspot.com, and you've just seen the first of my pre-patch 3.5 Karma videos. Stay cool, guys, stay frosty.